It's okay. It's okay. It's just part of your life.
Taylor Hammond was born on November 11, 2006. Born drug exposed, Taylor was soon placed into family services. At the age of 3, he was taken from foster care and adopted by Brian and Nicole Hammond.
So we married in 2007 in February. We moved here in March. And I worked for family services at the time when we first moved here. And while there, some of the ladies in the office said, "Come look at the baby, come look at this baby." And I'm like, "I don't want to see this baby, I'm busy." And so I went to the hallway, saw this baby, and I knew instantly that it was our son. And it just snowballed after that,
Right.
just one after another.
Yeah, and now we have 6.
Oh boy.
Charles was our first, he's 7. Taylor's also 7. Jordan is 6. Megan is 4. Blake is 2. And Nathan has just turned 1.
A family of 8, Brian and Nicole have fostered and adopted all 6 of their children, including 3 of Taylor's siblings. All of the Hammonds' children were born drug exposed, and each have their own set of special needs.
You know, our kids now, they're doing as good as they can be, you know. Kids in foster care come abused, come neglected.
Drug exposed.
Drug exposed, malnourished. You know, there's so many things that can affect kids, and you just don't know what you're gonna get. Taylor played football during football season in 2012 and loved it and was just a healthy kid just like all the other kids. Around Christmas time, he got a little flu-ish, kind of, you know, really not feeling well, but not really over the top, just, I don't know, I'm kind of tired, maybe I'll just rest, or my body kind of hurts. On President's Day, they were all taking a nap, and he got up and he was screaming bloody murder, grabbing his chest, saying his chest was hurting, my chest is hurting, my chest is hurting. And I'm like, you're not having a heart attack, you're 6 years old. So something's wrong with you. Like, there's no reason why your chest is hurting. And I picked him up, literally, threw him in the car, and took him to the emergency room. By the time I got him there, he was in critical condition. They were trying to get blood from him, and I heard whispers outside of the curtain, you know, and they said, well, we have to send him to another hospital. I called over there, he's there. You know, you're hearing all these terms, but you don't really understand what's going on. They packed him in an ambulance and sent him to another hospital. And we got there, he gets rushed to ICU. He's put on every monitor possible. And he's burning up, he has this horrible fever, and he's just moaning in pain. The doctor walks in and he says, I'm 97% sure your child has cancer.
Taylor was diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia. The oncologist has only seen 3 cases of this type of cancer in his extensive career. Given a 60% chance of survival with a bone marrow transplant, Taylor began chemotherapy.
He was put into chemo. He was inducted in the induction phase of chemo.
And he didn't go into remission from that until the 90th day. And so they were saying that, you know, because it was so aggressive and because it took so long for that to happen, that like lowered his odds as far as survival. So basically their hope was for a bone marrow transplant in order to,
Right.
Even at that would be 60% survival rate for
Without
that.
a bone marrow transplant, he has a 0% chance.
That's what they say.
With a transplant, he has a 50 or 60% chance.
One donor was found who matched all the markers for Taylor, but unfortunately backed out a few days before the transplant.
He's doing okay right now. You know, he has good days and bad days. But You know, for someone to say, "Oh, you have a 0% chance to live," you would never see that in him.
During Taylor's treatments, the Hammond family was approached by Candlelighters, a nonprofit organization that provides support for families of children diagnosed with cancer. With the financial stresses of caring for a child with leukemia, Candlelighters has been able to provide not only financial assistance for the Hammonds, but has become a familiar and comforting face during Taylor's intense battle.
Once I feel like I opened my heart to them, they just poured out everything that we could even dream of. The whole organization, I feel like it's not just for the patient. It doesn't just treat the patient. It really wraps their services and their arms around the whole family. And just to give us any kind of relief, financial, physical, emotional, you can't put a price on that kind of stuff. You know, it doesn't matter how much the tickets were, how much the little toy is. It's just the fact that they're there. And for our family, Candlelighters is pretty much the only organization that has really helped us during this whole ordeal.
And there are other organizations that have done a little bit, but nothing compares to what Candlelighters has done.
Recently, the Make-A-Wish Foundation was able to make one of Taylor's dreams come true. He was able to meet just a few of his heroes when he and his family set sail on a Disney cruise.
My name is Taylor and I'm 7 years old. My mom and dad do lots of great things for me. Like they help us and we help them. I like Chip and Dale, Mickey Mouse. I like X-Men and The Incredibles. I want to be a construction worker, also a monster truck driver.
Sometimes it takes more than just wishing upon a star to help someone realize their dreams. Thanks to organizations like Candlelighters and the communities that support them, Taylor and thousands of other children get to live a fairy tale at a time they need it the most. With the help from people like you, our Fuel for Life charity partners are able to give our community the support it deserves. The forgotten dog, the disabled veteran, the homeless man, the sick child. They are all fueled by you. You are Fuel for Life.
Thank you for making a difference.